Hello and welcome back to Control for the third time. Got a little more time today, so we might make some more progress. Last night we got to the research sector and then I got distracted by a mission and I called it at night because I didn't want to get too much into a new area. I still work tomorrow, but I'll be able to play for a few hours. Anyway, we'll start off by going to the research sector. We are looking for Marshall, who we are hoping has more information on what exactly is going on in the oldest house with the hiss. Oh, right. We did not get a fast travel point in the research sector. That was one. One unfortunate thing. Get the stars off because that was something that's been annoying me the last couple days. Every time I turn this game on, HDR comes on automatically. Do not want. So the colors look washed out. Ritual division. Yeah. I did explore this room a little bit when I was here last night, but Dr. Darling's office. He's the one that I personally am the most interested in.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway?
He does not look good.
Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not modern
Oh god,
devices.
look at the bags.
We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
Yikes, he looked like he was in such rough shape. Of course, there's a ton of lore in it. Alternative perspective, objects of power and their astral connections. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the blank, an entity or group of entities that we have little information on, or little that I am allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the blank, astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very blank of objects such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the blank, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the blank? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the blank is a natural fact and not something more blank? This... Of course, Emily. I wish I could ask her to fill in the blanks for me. Because it sounds like it would be fascinating. If only we knew what the redacted words were. Utilization of paranatural elements, resonance. Resonance. It's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Blank opened the door to a blank I've called blank. The blank emits a force that is far beyond the forces we previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder, is resonance the key element in all altered phenomena? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common blank that we've yet to discover? We can... maybe origin? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? It won't even tell us what the file... or like what the full report was. Budget request. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague, Dr. Harrington, has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. Trying to bribe him for funding. Sounds like a great guy. Astral plane. Okay, let's see. Examination of paranatural topics, the astral plane and objects of power. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle, determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious, would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the blank and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully, the truth will emerge. That one's directly by Darling. What is this? Oh. Okay. I mean, I knew what it was, but I was expecting it to maybe be an object of power or something. Why? Darling seems like an interesting guy. I hope he's not dead. I would like to get a chance to meet him. Shit. More? Jesus. Nice. We're getting all the... Oh, okay. More. Ah. Still wasn't the last one. There. Oh. All right. I think I cleaned this place up when I was here before. Oh, okay. Good to know. And hold that many. These guys died like literally right outside the shelter. I just want to find a control. Oh, my gun mods are full too. Thing moved, right? Yeah. The music suggests there's still somebody somewhere. I just don't know where they are. Out there. Oh shit. More than one. Somebody. Okay. Hubert, Black Rock Analysis. Hi Carla, does it strike you as odd that Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos of his? I mean, we just stand there. He doesn't even let us have lines or anything. Don't get me wrong. Beats a day in the lab. Plus, it's always great to work with you. Oh yeah, I finished the comparative analysis of the 2 Black Rock samples you sent. The Prism, or whatever you called it. I filed them in the usual place under C for Carla. A handy mnemonic device, right? Anyway, let me know if there's anything you want to discuss about the data. I'll gladly explain. Maybe we could chat about it over some drinks, or dinner even. I can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe we could go together after work sometime? I'm free tomorrow. All the very best, Hubert. Bro. Kinda cringe. Gotta pick up your coworker. Especially while complaining about work. Right. Odds. Odds. do have the clearance for that door. Some hold. What the hell? Why now? Jesus. What is that? Yeah, I saw you. Where are you? Even more, huh? Thought I saw more guys spawning. Oh. There's another one. All right then. Oh, I did check there last night. Bathrooms. Okay. Okay, I was under the impression that I would actually take damage from this stuff. I'm guessing I can't. I thought this was the mold. Okay, interesting. Good to know. I just want a control point, man. Auditory Experience 84C, Poets of the Fall, My Dark Disquiet. Answer questions within 2 minutes of listening. Did the song elicit any particular memories? If so, elaborate. Did you at any point feel a strong emotion? If so, what emotion? Did a clear image of a weapon appear at your mind during the song? If so, elaborate. Provide a detailed description of your current surroundings as you see them. Have you ever heard the murmur of voices when no one is present? If so, what did they say? Do you hear them now? Please choose one from each of the following pairs. 1 or 2, A or B, day or night, apple or orange, burn out or fade away. So, this sounds like they were researching the hiss. What did they... I guess this explains why Darling knew what was coming. Whoa, 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 whoa. From in this room. Okay. Let's try it for ourselves. I'm assuming it's copyrighted music then. Oh, maybe not. I hope it's not. I get the picture. I guess I'm supposed to be going to parapsychology. Right here. Delightful. Oh.
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
Astral exhibition. Yeah. Parakinesiology. Snipers. Anybody else? It's not. Definitely hear something. Oh. These are all like test chambers. Oh. Oh. Yikes, okay. Emergency call supplement. Transcript of a call to the California State Emergency Services. 911, what is your emergency? Hello? Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me? I can hear you, ma'am. Where are you? I'm, inside the wires. I'm lost. Ma'am, have you been drinking tonight? I feel like I'm stretching through the wire, towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up. Go where, ma'am? Go. Gone. Away. Okay. Can you describe your surroundings? Ma'am? Hello? Ma'am? Dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but it was no longer in service. So she like turned into another one. Okay. That's not unsettling at all.
The astral plane. Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid, the board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
Okay. Very informative. I've been looking for one of these. About time. Okay. Nice. Okay. That one. I tend not to get close enough to melee. Alright, that works. Have enough? Yes, I do. Okay. Time to make a new weapon. Oh, I have enough for both of them. Okay. Take it. Not a big fan of the shatter, so I think I'm going to use Pierce. Hiss corrupted snipers. Bureau snipers specialize in eliminating threats from a distance using the telltale searchlights affixed to their rifles to search for targets. Hiss snipers are no less lethal. The corruption has not changed their tactics. They clearly prefer to maintain a good distance from their target, waiting in elevated positions for a clear shot. Care should be taken in open spaces. Check the balconies. I should note that their rifles are equipped with a bayonet for close quarters combat, and the Hiss snipers are well aware of how to use it. I wonder if I can quickly Maddox. Dead letters K. This. is that? Oh. More? You can only charge if you get a sniper. Oh, I can open that. Okay. Still more. Crazy. There he is. Havana supplement. Oh, what was Havana? Oh, it was that auditory event. Okay. Bureau medical staff personally evaluated the injured embassy personnel when they arrived back in the country. while the victims reported cognitive issues, dizziness, and fatigue. Further testing by Bureau medics found intense cell damage similar to that of radiation exposure. Agents and research staff remained to take soil samples from the surrounding area, but found no trace of an blank beyond the health issues of the staff. The probably altered world event. The communications department disseminated a story of foreign powers using blank blank on the embassy staff, resulting in various health issues that required the embassy to be evacuated. The story successfully took hold, gaining brief international attention, and Tomasi was quite proud of himself, laughing at people for having believed their lies, which made me instantly dislike him. Oh, I'm coming the wrong way. Going further into the mail room. We want to go to dead letters. Oh. Fake planes. Dear New York Tribune, airplanes aren't real. I figured out how they do it. The windows are TV screens. The whole thing moves on big tracks like a roller coaster that moves through underground tunnels in the earth. Airports are more like train stations. They do this because the sky is full of monsters that they don't want us to know about. The planes we see in the sky are the monsters. The government made the earth trains look like the monsters so they could lie to us better. Don't contact me. Any other doors here I haven't opened? Looks like we're good. Oops, I didn't mean to abandon that. Whatever. I don't, that doesn't do that much damage, so I don't know. So enemies using launch, yeah, I'll take that. Alright. Oh. Tropic Echo. Yeah. I just want to see if Emily has anything more to say. Then we'll go back to research.
But to codify the his genetics using Hi. Hi, Jesse.
Okay, we're out of here.
See you soon. Be careful out there.
I don't see the connection, but it's clearly interdependent.
Astral exhibition. And Marshall is around here, so hopefully we can rescue her. Hopefully she wasn't one of those people trapped in those little rooms that they were doing tests on. Multiple hazards, no admittance for unauthorized persons. Doesn't get much more authorized than me. Astral exhibition, processes and best practices in the astral plane exhibition. The astral exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but Blank was being stingy with the budget. Either Northmore or... Oh, actually no. That might have been the research director. However, once we discovered the Blank, we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the Blank's behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in with it. But Rome wasn't built in a day. Addendum. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity now known as Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. So they discovered the Astral Spike. Is that what that is? Somehow I feel like I'm going to get a very rude introduction to what exactly an astral spike is. Introduction to paranatural topics, okay.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then, one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions. Apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral feud, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
Let me guess. Those protocols are no longer working. Hiss suddenly got a lot louder. Shit.
I can't believe they keep that thing here.
Seriously? Oh, I see. Okay. How do I lure it in there? So it does seem to take some damage. Oh, I see.
What was the Bureau doing with that thing?
Yeah, seriously. That's like a 50% boost to shield strength. That's significant. I feel like energy recovery speed is more important with the way that I play.
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Marshall, are you still there?
Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
This clusters heal other enemies. I see. That explains what was happening in that one fight that I was having a real hard time with. Still got company somewhere. Oh, there. Oh, good, another control point. Oh, those doors still haven't opened. Okay. Maybe this will open them.
If anyone is listening, we've encountered heavy resistance. We've fallen back to the luck department. All agents
Luck.
are ordered to converge here.
Precognitive powers. Nadine, send this research for analysis regarding my precognitive powers. Urgent. Dr. Darling, last night I had a dream. In the dream, I was given the solution to a staffing problem I'd been presented with just yesterday. The problem is of a confidential nature and must therefore remain unclarified here, but I can assure you that the method through which I received this helpful information was undeniably paranatural. I can only draw the conclusion that I possess exceptional precognitive abilities, and as such offer my services to the Bureau's research teams. We must utilize my powers for the greater good. Signed, Mr. Francis Bertram. It looks like we probably came across an enemy type 2. Astronauts. Processes and best practices astronaut program. This report serves as an introductory guide to the astronaut program, including candidate requirements, training practices, and astral research procedures. Astronauts are chosen individuals who explore and document the astral plane by making physical contact with the X-ray light box in the hypnosis lab, a section of the parapsychology division. Physical and psychological training is vital for the repeated transition between planes known as dives. After each dive, astronauts must undergo a blank session in the cognitive recording chairs, probably mandatory, to record their experience in the plane. Gathered data has conclusively proven that blank within the astral plane vary widely between astronauts. On rare occasions, these dives can result in losses, often occurring when teams encounter aggressive astral entities. Like the one that I trapped. Okay, I was right. These doors do... Where do they lead? One leads to where Marshall is, it looks like. This one. Is this just a shortcut? Recording chair procedures. Before using the recording devices, please ensure the following safety measures are met. 1. Ensure the volunteer is securely fastened in their chair. 2. Ensure the hood is placed over the volunteer's head. This will prevent the volunteer from taking in visual stimuli during the recording process, which can lower the quality of captured footage. This also prevents recording technicians from viewing the volunteer's face, which undergoes muscle spasms during recording that some consider upsetting. 3. Check if the volunteer is comfortable. 4. Activate the recording apparatus. 5. After recording is complete, check volunteer cognitive ability using the provided questionnaire. Reminder, do not be alarmed if the length of recorded footage exceeds the volunteer's period of unconsciousness. Astral dilation is a known issue. If any problems arise during this process, contact your supervisor. extrasensory lab. They're giving me too much freedom right now. Sensory tank purpose. Darling here, some of you were curious why I had these sensory deprivation tanks installed. I thought I'd shed some light on the subject. Maybe some of you have heard of a Dr. Yoshimi Tokui, the man behind the hugely popular guided imagery experience tapes. Apparently his tapes go beyond the normal meditative qualities of such things, but create genuine hallucinatory visions in some listeners, or so the reports say. We brought these tanks in to test Dr. Tukui's tapes for ourselves. Plus, there may be some stress-relieving uses for the staff down the road. I think we could all benefit from some time in a dark, enclosed space, don't you? If you have any more questions, feel free to stop by my office. You know where it is. Maybe they don't, because offices change locations all the time. Official findings report regarding Dr. Yoshimi Tokui. Dr. Yoshimi Tokui, a Japanese citizen residing in Tokyo, has produced a series of guided imagery experience audio recordings that have gained notable popularity around the globe due to his unusually swift rise in fame, along with reports of vivid blank accompanying the use of his tapes. Investigation sector staff were asked to look into Dr. Tokui's background. We found no past incident with an altered occurrence, nor any evidence of involvement with an altered organization. However, agents that attended a signing event reported blank when hearing Dr. Tokui speak. We recommend that the research team obtain an audio recording of Dr. Tokui's voice and perform any and all relevant analyses. Based on the findings, the investigation sector will determine next steps regarding Dr. Tokui, as well as his eligibility for the Prime Candidate program. They're saying he might have been a candidate for director. Find the tape, take it to the ritual office. Okay. Oh.
I see it. Another object of power? They're just standing there, mesmerized by it.
Oh. Too much. Exploring the research sector. that supposed to be a puzzle?
Please state your name for the record. Paul Warren, astronaut first class, and you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal untangling, cognitive collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full dementia?
Yeah. I am.
And you acknowledge that your use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray light box, is purely voluntary?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Your suit is good? Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
I went to 120 pulls to get her, but on the way I got a copy of Arcane, so I was pretty happy. I also got Hogger Nichnik, another copy, so he's at 2 potential, Arcane's at 1. Lino slots right into my Pong-Yi team with Perlika and Arclight. It's fantastic. I like that team. It's a lot of fun to play. Use seeds. As he learns of another object of power, an X-ray light box in the hypnosis lab. So sees, I'm assuming, turns enemies into allies. Oh, fantastic. Enemies at low health. I have enough to guarantee 2 weapons, but I want to make sure that I'm going to be able to get C's weapon and Typhon's weapon. So we're getting like Typhon Reconvener next patch, so. And that bow she wields looks crazy.
Their brains were fried when I took over the object.
Nothing for you to worry about. What the fuck is that? Oh. Huh. Exploded view of the brain. Groupthink. Utilization of paranatural elements. Rethinking groupthink. This study extends the works of Irving Janis, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the parapsychology department carried out variations of Solomon Asch's original conformity experiments using a telepathic individual as the subject. See experiments blank for details. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic interference on behaviors by engaging in blank. Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation on the mind, including the manipulation of blank and blank. The only limited character that I don't have is Levitain. And I have enough currency and pity currency to guarantee like another 3 characters, even if I have to go to 120. I'm pretty happy. X-ray lightbox. No unique procedures needed. But they say that, but we just had a bunch of people who had their brains fried. The object is a lightbox used to examine X-ray images. Image cannot be removed from the lightbox. The information on the image belongs to a patient named blank. The object allows para-utilitarians to forcefully seize an individual's blank. The seized individual becomes blank to the user. The effect lasts blank. Once released, the seized blank as a result of the psychic trauma. The object has no current binder. A janitor named Blank bound the object at St. Anne's Hospital in Blank. Soon, the building's occupants were blank by him. The Bureau dispatched an emergency response team to blank the perpetrator and blank the item. Fatalities numbered in the blank. For operational details, see case 26HQ452. Something else there, right? Dr. Tukui tapes. Good news, the Dr. Tukui tapes arrived this week. Finally, you really should have used same-day shipping. I sent them out to Dr. Darling and Dr. Harrington to check out before we begin serious examination. If you need them right away, I'd check Darling's room and the ritual office. Can't wait to start testing Dr. Yoshimi Tokui's famous guided imagery experience. I think I saw the ritual room on the way down to where I am. Let's see. I also haven't gone... I like took a slight walk into the ashtray maze. I have no idea what I was doing there, so I came back fairly quickly. I didn't realize that that big chasm between here and there was called the fire break, though. That's interesting.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right.
Uh-oh.
More of you? Really?
Forgetting I've got a melee attack. Oh. And it's not smart to use that. Before I touch that, let's see. Oh, this is... There was a wall here before. Okay. Taking that control point, probably get rid of it.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yep. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right.
Because I was running away from explodey dudes.
More of you? Really?
Okay. Alright. Think we're good?
Trench said his team knows all the Bureau's secrets. Marshall, especially. Does she know what happened to Dylan?
I think you've got better things to worry about right now, Jesse.
Marshall is waiting for you in the luck lab, just down the hall.
The luck lab. Rubber duck. Discovered in the home of Agent Blank after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to Agent Blank, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of a child's imagination, until he began to hear the quacking at night. After discovering the item hiding in his daughter's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. Update. It was discovered that Agent Blank was bringing known paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an altered item is being investigated. Agent Blank has been terminated, and that's probably in the most literal sense of the word.
Welcome to the party, ma'am. Marshall is right down the hall.
Luck and probability. A Maneki Neko?
There you are. I was starting to worry.
A four-leaf clover. Take that.
Congratulations on your appointment, Director Phaeton. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
Now
I can
it's
clear
time
out
to
the
ask.
hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss. Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
Lovely. Okay.
Lots of charts. As if you can find anything in this place.
Darling sure found enough places to hide. That weirdo's got labs everywhere.
Oh, they've got a roulette wheel. Ritual division. Okay.
I see rangers over there. We have to help them.
That will make things easier. Alright. Wonder how many of those guys survive. This is like the third major area. So you start out in the executive area, which is where you find Emily. Then you go through the maintenance area where you find the janitor. And now we've come to the research division to find Emily. I gotta take the control point. Looks like there's a few things that'll open up when I do. Oh. Recharges that shield real fast. He's throwing it at me, right? Alright. They call the hiss warped. The hiss warped wield only paranatural abilities similar to drifters. They are able to telekinetically shield themselves with nearby material and launch objects at their target. These entities are particularly destructive and difficult to kill, possibly indicating a greater internal reinforcement of hiss resonance. Why do certain hiss display paranatural abilities while others rely on Bureau firearms? Do certain corrupted entities have less potential than the hosts that become hiss warped? Or is this perhaps an indication of evolution or maturation of the hiss corruption? Are there other stages of evolution yet to be found? What if the hiss inhabits a host for a month, a year? Do hosts expire after a certain amount of time? Does the corruption become too strong for an organic body to endure? Only time and well-documented observation will tell. Now let's try it again. You know the sequel for this is coming out next month, right? Like September 24th or something? The the lore in this game is so good. Oh, this is that TV show I keep finding. Initiative proposal: The Threshold Kids. With the recent arrival of the blank, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young blank. There are no other blank for blank to play with, and blank is expected to learn about a frightening new concept. Solution: blank will require a slow, blank-friendly, well, kid-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce The Threshold Kids, a television show in which a cast of cheerful puppets explain the dangers of living at the Bureau, but also show the fun side of the paranatural. Budget would be minimal. I took a few puppet making courses at my local community center. We can have research staff build the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It will be good for morale, and I guarantee blank will respond positively to these videos. We can't expect a blank to enjoy lectures at people in lab coats, but as television has proven for years, blank love puppets. So they have a kid that they're trying to teach about supernatural stuff. I wonder if that's her brother. Because they took him away. Yeah, that's where it wants me to go, so let's have a look here. Because we're supposed to get a tape from that Japanese dude here in Ritual. Let's double check if there's anything else around here. This is still blocked off. That's annoying. Synchronicity lab is open though. That was also blocked off. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Mirror testing. Mirrors in these kinds of games are always bad news. Polaris? Okay. Oh, I'm not getting in there. I wish you could mark stuff on the map. But still, it's supposed to be like a cassette tape or something. In Ritual. Examination of paranatural topics, experimentation with global synchronicity. As a test, television sets were placed in a variety of locations around the world inside rooms identically decorated. The hypothesis was that by identically altering the decor of every room and then changing the channel in every room but one, that the single differing television would spontaneously align the incoming frequency to match its synchronized counterparts. The experiment seemed like a failure until it was observed that the agents responsible for arranging and monitoring these rooms were all experiencing the same emotional emotional turmoil as one clinically depressed member of the team, himself being located in the eastern part of blank. Psychological examination of the agents proved the correlation. Interestingly, the phenomenon of synchronicity did occur, but not in the way we predicted. I do intend to play the DLCs as well. Carla. Somebody said something about sending some stuff to her. Thank you for the file. It was very helpful. I've re-archived it with the BlackRock research in case you need to refer to them again. Yes, the video shoots are always interesting. I expect my availability for those to decrease in the future. However, as my analysis of this newly discovered BlackRock variant is reaching a critical point, I hope you will be able to attend them still. Darling seems to be under a lot of pressure lately, and I'm sure he would appreciate any support you can provide. Regarding the analysis you provided, I do not have any questions. Thank you for the expeditious delivery. Bro got shot down. He provided her with a bunch of information and asked her out to dinner. What co-op shooter? I haven't heard about that. I may go back and play the Alan Wake games. Even though they'll probably scare the shit out of me.
The forest of positive interactions. So I play this and get in the tank. Okay. Self-reflection can bring answers. I read that somewhere.
Rituals. Examination of paranatural topics, tangible, effective rituals. Obsessive compulsive disorder, hoarding, anxiety disorders. While certain manifestations of these conditions are simply the result of mental illness, sometimes the individuals are simply performing blank called rituals. The blank of rituals could vary. Objective? Types. Numerology, dream logic, forfeiture, verbal formulae, repetitive action, and casual tethering are just some of the procedures involved. Some rituals are consistent, such as pulling the light switch cord 3 times to enter the motel, but some are erratic. While most people engage in minor rituals every day, the vast majority do not understand the importance behind their actions. Avoiding disaster, amassing luck, or simply locating lost keys are all the results of daily rituals. Individuals who recognize a deeper meaning behind these compulsive actions are inherently aware of the paranatural world and, when located, should be considered for employment at the Bureau. I don't think I've heard of that one. Or I may have heard the name only. Not sure. Is it extrasensory? It was parapsychology. I don't unless somebody like were to suggest playing it with me. I just don't play a lot of co-op kind of stuff. So I would like to play Portal 2 with somebody, but trying to find somebody that hasn't already beaten it is not easy. And if you know the puzzles, that ruins the whole thing. Ah, the hypnosis lab, that's where I want. No, it's not. Extrasensory. I thought for sure I was gonna get ambushed. There we go. I'll probably have to go up there. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, just offer it up. Oh.
This should be interesting.
イメージの世界を体験しましょう。早速始めましょう。Welcome to my guided imagery experience. レッスン1、森との戯れ。Exercise 1, the forest of positive interaction.
私は徳井義美博士。私を信じて任せてください。
My name is Dr. Yoshimi Tokui. Trust my words. I'm here for you.
目を閉じて心を開いてください。あなたは浜辺に一人佇んでいます。誰もいない静かな浜辺。
Close your eyes, open your mind, and find yourself on an empty beach.
さざ波の音が聞こえ、遠くにカモメが見えます。ポテトチップスの袋をつついてますね。
The waves are rolling in, and the seagulls are fighting over a discarded bag of potato chips.
ハラペーニョ味のようです。
I believe they're jalapeno flavored.
沖の方に何か見えます。森が海の上に浮かんでいます。
I see something in the middle of the ocean. They appear to be trees.
もしかしたら人を遠ざけようとする今のあなたの気持ちを暗示しているのかもしれません。
Perhaps they are ocean trees. Or perhaps they are metaphors for how you push people away.
それが何なのか一緒に探してみましょう。波の方に近づいてみてください。
Let's find out together. Just walk over the waves, friend.
森は寂しそうです。話しかけてみませんか？
The trees look lonely. Why don't you talk to them?
Okay.
森にささやきかけましょう。あなたは愛されるに値すると、誰もが愛されるに値すると、森もうなずいています。
You whisper to the trees. You tell them that they deserve love, that everyone deserves love. The trees agree.
木々は健康になり、お互いに愛を育んでいくのでしょう。
They will now go on to form healthy, respectful relationships with other trees or shrubs, whatever they prefer.
さあ、森をそっとしておいてあげましょ
Now let's leave these trees to their love.
う。覗き見は失礼ですからね。
Voyeurism is
お
impolite.
や何か不穏なものを感じます。何でしょう？
I sense a disturbance in our love garden. A menace.
行ってみましょう。 森の危機かもしれません。行ってみましょう。
Go find it. Do not let it darken our forest of emotions.
Forklift ホークリフトです。この森にはふさわしくありません。巨大なタイヤでビーチが荒らされてしまいます。
A forklift. It does not like the tree's romance. It is ruining our lovely beach with its hateful tires.
なんということでしょう。機械を止めてください。あのカモメには家族がいます。
It ran over one of the gulls. Such bloodshed. Turn off the machine. That gull had a family.
さっきのポテトチップスはお腹に赤ちゃんがいる奥さんへのプレゼントでした。あの機械を止めなければ。
The potato chips were for his pregnant wife. The
Whoa.
forklift must be stopped.
「やりましたね。あの恐ろしい機械は止まりました。
You did it. The murderous machine will kill no more. The trees can love undisturbed.
フォークリフトも孤独な木々ももうありません。あなたの心は安らぎと慈愛に満たされているはずです。
Our beach is no place for forklifts or lonely trees. Your mind is a safe haven for love.
心が穏やかに健康になった感じはありますか？
Doesn't that feel nice? Aren't you feeling healthier?
さて、もう時間のようです。感受性の豊かなあなたのままでいてください。
Oh my. It seems we're all out of time. Stay receptive, friend.
Huh.
That actually was relaxing. And strangely insightful.
Oh, Darling had one too. Okay. Did not realize that. I thought they gave us two different possible locations for one. Oh. I was wondering how those guys attacked. Oh. Give up. That would be pretty cool, actually.
Don't see the connection. It's clear.
This is the fastest way to get to Darling's lab. There's not like a fast travel point in it. But I didn't see a.
Questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway?
Maybe it's in his lab and not. Not his office. So that's going to make things a lot harder because he's apparently got a lot of labs. I'm assuming that we can't go here yet because that whole area is blacked off on the map. I fooled around in here for like a minute the other day, but I had no idea what was going on. We haven't really found any lore on the ashtray maze. Taking me back to the beginning again. Oh, okay, that led differently. Still led me back to the beginning. I'll play with that mod later. Sure, we'll have to come here for one reason or another. So this is a fire break. Texas sectors keeps them separated. Since there's nothing going on in executive, I think I'm going to replace my quests.
Solution is even possible.
That works. That's fine. I'm not looking for hints. I'm sure we'll get some when I'm supposed to go there. Detective studies. Oh, the rubber duck.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14. No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
Seems like an interesting job.
This way to the lab? Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over by the hiss.
Polaris is guiding us. Now I get it. You're supposed to copy the pattern on the paper. Okay, cool. Huh? I wasn't there before. like completely out of it.
You led me here. Any idea how to make it work?
Black rock prisms. Black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique blank structure of prisms retain frequencies in the range of blank to blank hertz with perfect blank harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a blank through a harmonized prism onto a blank, methods for imprinting of non-physical fields onto blank, imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized resonance. Blank in the prism will be explored and explained. Very confusing with that many redactions.
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
We gotta collect all of those.
So, we need to find all the punch cards.
I'm missing one.
Have you checked the upper floor?
No, I have. Ah, there's that.
Embracing the erratic, an audio journey. This must be one of those sensory tank tapes.
Okay.
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal. These whiteboard drawings may be important.
Let's see.
Looks like he was working on something to do with these symbols.
Oh, there's one.
What do the symbols mean?
Oh, 4. Okay. Which one do I still have? Wrong one.
What do these whiteboards mean? Try different combinations. One of them has to work.
3. Five. This is 1. There we go. That took way longer than it should because I'm getting tired.
The prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan. We need more Blackrock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab, down in the Blackrock processing site and maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way. But how long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go. I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it, I'm the only one who can help. Fine. I'll get the prisms first. Dylan will have to wait just a little longer. But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks. Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
It's just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us and keeping us from being wiped out.
How did he know?
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
Damn. Well then. That was a nice little shortcut. I'm going to call it here because I'm getting tired. I don't know about tomorrow. Probably tomorrow I'll continue. I would like to finish this game and maybe try and see if I could get through Alan Wake before the sequel comes out. So yeah, anyway, good night for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.